really wish I had some catchy story like Cam did about how he couldn't sleep last night and he used his product, but unfortunately, my product has a lot to do with how hot it is outside. Right now, it's cold outside. So I really don't have anything like that. Today, I'm going to tell you about the Solar Auto Fan. It's one of IdeaWorks' most successful products. But before I do that, I'm going to show you a little picture from a video clip I'm sure you've all seen. This is Tyrann Mathieu. He's a safety on the Arizona Cardinals. Without a doubt, probably one of the most fit and healthiest human beings that we share this world with. He was part of a social experiment where he parked his car in a parking lot in direct sunlight in 90-degree weather, and after 8 minutes, the car's internal temperature raised 30 degrees, and in that 8 minutes, this elite athlete couldn't even stand it anymore. Cars, because they're windows, heat up extremely quickly. Like I said, it's 8 minutes, 30 degrees, and it's something that everybody has an issue with, and the only way that we were able to combat it was an actual really clunky aluminum shield in front of your windshield, which just really doesn't work anymore. So what I'm here selling you today is going to be the Solar Auto Fan. What it does is it takes solar energy. Right here on this side, that's going to be the inside of your car, and this is the outside of your car. When the solar beams hit this, it powers a highly efficient fan that's going to suck all of the hot, stuffy air out of your car, push it towards the out to allow for proper ventilation. But you can't just take my word for it. If you go on Amazon, Koenig & Lips is a highly rated, most helpful review on the product after purchasing it. He's a gentleman that lives in Arizona, and he tested this product over a 6-day period. All 6 days, not consecutively, had very similar weather patterns. The first 3 he did not use the fan, and the second 3 he did. The 3 days that he wasn't using the fan, the thermometer inside of the car at the end of the day read over 138 degrees Fahrenheit. We're not exactly sure how hot it got because that was the highest temperature that the thermometer could read. But the 3 days where he did use the fan, the temperature did not exceed 110 degrees. The 3 temperatures were actually 105, 107, and 110 degrees, meaning that this product is able to keep your car 30 degrees cooler than a car without it. Now, the 3 things this car is going to do is it's going to remove all that stuffy, hot air in your car. Everybody knows that not only when you get into a real hot car, it's super hot and uncomfortable, but it feels like the air is a lot thicker and almost moist. Nobody likes that feeling. It's also going to dramatically slow the rise in the temperatures. Our product is not going to cool down your car. It's just not going to do that. But what it is going to do is make sure it doesn't get as hot as most cars do. And on top of that, also Mark from treehugger.com claims that he used 4 of our devices and was able to keep his car just cool enough where he was able to take 2 of his puppies into the car with him while he ran into the store, and when he came back, the car was still cool enough and it was perfectly fine. So before you even ask, we do have one other seller. It's Amazon.com. They're selling it for $14.95, which is what our suggested retail price is. Their contract, however, runs out on December 1st, which is why we're here today. I think it's best that this product gets into a brick and mortar store because once people see it and they're able to get their hands on it, it's going to sell a lot quicker. And already, Amazon sells out weekly with this product. Right now, it's not available until November 12th, which is something just astronomical. There's a high demand for it. The reason we chose Pep Boys was for 2 main reasons. One, you guys have an amazing accessory section that our product's going to fit perfectly well into that, specifically in the Speed Shop accessory rack. Because of the low price and obvious problem that my product solves, it's going to jump out to customers and it's real quick because of the low price grab where they won't even think too much about it. But I don't just want to sell the Pep Boys, I want to sell the Econ Enterprises. I'm sure many of you know, since you work for Pep Boys, Econ Enterprises just recently bought Pep Boys for $1.03 billion, or a little over $18 a share. Econ Enterprises also owns Auto Plus, which has over 270 stores and is one of the fastest growing businesses in the country right now. So here, let's get down to the numbers. Like I said before, we recommend, just like Amazon is selling it, just like we sell it, $14.95 for each unit. However, and we'll sell it to you for $9.72, which will give you a 35% profit margin, well above what your store already expects. However, right now, our website is offering a buy one, get one half off deal, so I figured, why not offer you the same thing? This will bring your first order average wholesale price per unit down to $7.29, which will give you a 49% margin. This is well above 15% IRR rate and gives you over 30% of overhead cost. So I'm not just going to leave you high and dry after you order our products. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you window posters for each and every one of your stores. When people see this, that they're going to keep their hot car cool, everybody has this problem. There are over 238 million cars in the United States, and every single one of those cars can have this device. So that's a huge market for you guys to touch on too. On top of that, I'm also going to provide you with 3 in-store representatives for a 1-week period. It's going to be your responsibility, however, to fly them to whichever stores you would like for them to demonstrate the product. And on top of that, the most exciting part is for every 1,000 units you purchase, and that's for every order, not just the first, we're going to provide you with $250 of an ad budget that we're going to handle ourselves. 100 of that will go into geographic social media advertising. meaning that on social media, the people that are around your store, it's gonna pop up on their page, just like you see on Facebook all the time. And we're also gonna do $150 in Google ads for every 1,000 units that you sell, meaning that when people are searching for products like that windshield cover, they're gonna see our product and it's gonna drive them to your store. Next slide, please. All right, so the biggest benefits about this is if I recommend you order 100 per store, and they're going to sell very quickly. Like I said, Amazon sells out of them every time they get them in stock, almost a week after it's in stock. That'll get you over $20,000 in a budget for advertisements that my company's going to handle. And if I put 100 per store, that's going to take up 57 cubic feet of shelving space. The main competitor and only other thing that can cool down your car, like I said, is going to be that windshield cover. If you were to have 100 of them in your store, it would take up 160 cubic feet of shelving space. So not only are you getting an amazing product, you're going to have an extra 103 cubic feet of shelving space in your store that you're going to be able to put more products on, or even more of our products. Next slide, please. So while I field some questions and take some orders, this is all of the information about how the product comes. It ships with 15 or 30 in a box, and the box weighs 36 pounds, very easy to handle for all of your distribution centers. If I get any questions.